the Federal Capital Territory is faced with an increasing number of homeless residents from other states, especially the youth. And this is due to an assumption that the city holds many economic opportunities. And our correspondent, Maria Mohammed, reports.
Nigeria currently has one of the largest homeless populations across the world, with approximately 24.4 million people, which is 13% of the nation's population. The FCT is one of the most expensive cities in the country, yet thousands of Nigerians troop in daily in search of a better livelihood. As they come into the city, they are unaware of the challenges ahead. Most times, they lack access to shelter, and some of them eventually settle for all sorts of menial jobs that barely fetch them money for sustenance. They are unable to rent a place as the cost of renting apartments runs into thousands and millions of naira. Ironically, many apartments, especially in the city center, remains empty for years. The adventure seekers join the number of homeless people who resort to taking refuge in uncompleted buildings, under bridges, and many other places across the city. Despite the vigilance of authorities, homeless people are everywhere in Abuja, and a large number of them come from the north. Shamsia Suleiman, a food vendor, told us she's been homeless for 30 years in Abuja. She came with her parents, who were in search of a better life. They left when things got tough, but she stayed behind, hoping to make a difference. She has moved from one settlement to another due to demolitions. She and her friends took us to the settlement where they stay with their husbands and children to show us how they live and survive.
Then things say any person why they Abuja money day, you just pack money and no money with a supper. You go work too much before you get money now.
We are staying here in Abuja.
Abdulkader Hassan also calls on government to provide for young children like him who want to go back to school in order to reduce the rate of crimes among the youths.
Because without school now, we started thinking about something different, started drinking, started stealing and all those things.
An insecurity situation that brought them to Abuja.
Francis Onyekwe, a social worker, shares his experience on homeless people. He told us homeless people in the FCT do not have housing provision by the government except orphanage homes, which is not conducive.
If you have accommodation, you can approach them and give them a home to stay. Because they have been neglected, that is why we have high rate of crime in the country, because they think they have been rejected. Nobody cares for them. But if we show love to them by bringing them closer, I think it will go a long way.
He appeals to the federal government to put policies in place to support homeless people. He also urged homeless people to make themselves useful to the society.
In Abuja or anywhere in Nigeria, please rethink. Redirect yourself and see how you can be useful to yourself and get a place to stay.
Despite the government's claims of providing housing, the problem of homelessness remains unsolved. Maria Mohammed, TVC News, Abuja.